Hey guys, Jem here with your Divine Masculine reading. Now guys, these cards took forever to come out and I almost felt like Spirit was trying to guide me not to do a reading today. So I'm just going to see how we go, what we get through. Okay, so let's starting off with the Divine Masculine. What is going... okay. Right. Okay, we're going to go ahead with this reading. So, first card out we have was the King of Swords. So, what I feel like this is saying is the masculine's very much in his headspace about, like, he's just ready. Like, look, this needs to come together. King of Swords and King of Cups. So, what I'm getting is the Divine Masculine is very he's very balanced. Like, he's really recognized how to balance himself out, how to balance out his mindset, his logic, and his emotions, and how he can work together. Like how he can let his emotions and his logic kind of lead him in the right direction, following his heart, but also being sensible about his approach. So I feel like the masculine is very much in his power in this moment. Like he's very much in the belief that he needs to step into this king space. He needs to recognize where his mindset alone and his emotions alone don't really lead him down the right path. But when he comes together and he follows his heart, but he uses strategy to get there, he is victorious. He is that king. He is emotionally balanced. He is logically balanced. Everything is working in alignment and he is within that inner union. So I feel like the Divine Masculine is just very much in his power. Like he's just like, yeah, if I want something, I have to go after it. I have to follow that desire, but I have to be sensible about my approach so that I don't lose it, so that I don't, chase it away, so that I don't, fuck it up, basically. So yeah, I'm just getting a real deep sense of power here with the Divine Masculines, but for once, it's not a dominating power. It's very gentle. It's very mature. It's very kind of... I feel like I'm getting the vision of the third eye. I feel like he's seeing clearly that in order to get what he wants and chase his desires and his dreams and be victorious, he has to be sensible and, approach methodically, yet go with what his heart is asking for. So I feel like there's still some conflicting emotion here, but I feel like this is overall, he's coming into a very strong sense of balance, which is really cool. And I don't feel like a very overwhelming or any sensation. I feel very calm with this masculine energy. So I feel like he's also very much he's not being ruled by emotion, but he's not being ruled by logic alone. So he's kind of in that balance where everything's just calm and peaceful and he's moving forward. So then we had the Four of Pentacles. Now what I feel like this is telling me, however, is that he's been keeping a lot to himself. I feel like in the 3D he's been showing up a bit closed off. I'm just getting this when you're trying to see over a fence, what's going on. I feel like there's this something that's just not quite right. There's something you can't see, and he's sort of putting on this front, but also he's still playing something very close to his chest. He's still not opening up. I feel like there's a bit of fear here, just that if he was to open up with open his heart, so to speak, there's just a lot of fear of hurt. I see a little boy, I see a real little boy. Maybe there's still some mother wounds here that need to be healed. But yeah, I just feel a bit of sense of kind of fear. Again, I'm not seeing a lot, but there's something closed off with the masculines here, okay? So what we have after that is the Chariot. So I'm feeling that there's this forward motion. He wants to open up. He wants to share himself. He wants to express himself freely, but it's still a bit stuck. But the Chariot is saying things are going to move. He's going to open up. Masculines, you need to open up. I'm just getting this really powerful message. Please open up. I feel like someone needs to hear something from the masculine. I feel like people are kind of waiting to hear something. And whether this is a feminine waiting to hear something from your masculine, or waiting to see progress, or just even just friendships or brothers or fathers, I feel like there's a need to see something in action here. Okay? there's a willingness to move, but it's still a little bit closed off. So Spirit's not giving me a lot, but yeah, I feel like the masculine wants to move and he wants to open up and stop playing his cards so close to his chest, but I still feel like there's a bit of fear. But he is balanced. He's just still being a bit sensible about his approach. So there's going to be movement, but I feel like there's a bit of pressure around the masculine and waiting for this too. So feminines, I feel like if this is you, maybe just like back off a little bit, let him kind of come out when he's ready. But yeah, I feel like there's a desire for movement, but there's just not right now. But I feel like it's pressured as well. So just kind of take it easy on yourself, masculines. Just don't force it. Really come back into this balanced king energy and kind of feel what's right and do what's right for you at the right time. But just know that like there is a need to open up and start taking some action, because you've kind of been doing this inner work. Like I'm seeing the balance of the scales here, but when it comes to taking actual action in the real world, it's like, whew. So it's time to sort of just move and bring everything into balance. Like you've kind of got the inner world and the inner stuff sorted out. So now it's time to like manifest that into the physical world, okay? And like I said, I'm getting a pretty calm, neutral energy here. Like there's nothing... I feel like things are a bit stuck and a bit fearful overall, but underneath, like in the 5D, there's some massive action. But yeah, there's some fear. So masculines, all I'm saying is if there's a bit of fear here and you're a bit unsure, obviously meditate, go to your guides, ask your higher self, or obviously some healing work can be really beneficial for you now as well. So please reach out if you feel you need that. Let's go to the headspace. So, okay, we have the 7 of Ariel. So what I feel like this is saying is that the masculine has done the work, and I feel like, he's started to see some results of this, and that's why he's kind of gone a bit closed off again, because things happened really quick, and he was starting to see results from your hard work, and I think it got a little bit scary. But see, 7 is the number of like your spirituality journey as well, so I feel like you've kind of really stepped into like your higher self. Maybe you've just awakened, you've started to see all this like amazing things like come into play, and it's just gotten a bit freaky. So the head's a bit like, whoa, like what's going on, just trying to gain like some like fathom what's happened. So yeah, give yourself the time to kind of think things through and balance things out. There's no need to rush, but just know that like everything that's been happening and everything that seems too good to be true, the words too good to be true just fell in there. So I feel like for some masculines, you're starting to, see the harvest from your labor, and you're a bit like, it's too good to be true. So let your head kind of come to terms with what's going on, but know this is because you've been doing the work. Like this is stuff you're worthy of receiving, so don't let that mindset make you think that it's going to turn to shit, or that it's not, you're not worthy of it or whatever. There's still a bit of, like I said, I feel there's still a bit of work to be done here, but this is saying that you are on the right path. But let your head kind of gather what's going on if need be. And then if we tap into the heart space, we have, confront. So see, like I said, I feel like this is the end of a cycle. 1 and 8 is 9. I feel like the heart's a little bit worried. There's a lot of shadows coming up around this part of the spiritual path. And as much as the soul knows, like this is all happening and this is all like moving you towards, things you desire and things you dream of, like the heart's just kind of a little bit afraid because of all these shadows that are showing up. So again, it's worth doing this bit of work, masculines, so that your 3D world can kind of come into the balance that your soul knows. Okay, there's so much beauty waiting for you, and I feel like there's just all this fear work and this shadow work that needs to be done. I feel like this has been purged up over the recent full moon we've just had, and I feel like the heart's a bit bruised and battered from it, but it just needs the light shined on it, okay? So just really reassure yourself things are okay, and just really shine the light on those shadows. Like just know that it's not a bad thing. As soon as you just acknowledge it, and like I said, what's standing out to me here is this little image. So I feel like, again, there's that little boy, tap into that little boy, tap into when you were a younger child. Like what did you need that you might not have gotten, whether it was from love or your parents or your friends or your schooling or your workplace or whatever. And just really kind of reassure yourself that like you can provide that for you. Okay, you're worthy of looking after that little boy just as much as anyone else. So yeah, still a bit of work to be done here. And like I said, I'm just feeling a little bit fearful with it, but just know, masculines, like this is all for your higher good. The sooner, let's get a soul message. Like, you know, the more you can just confront what's going on and be honest and open with those emotions, the quicker things come into balance and the quicker you can start moving, you know, start moving towards those good things. But you've been doing the work and you're starting to see results. So keep going. You know, it's only going to keep paying off. And then the soul message we have today: you are loved more than you consciously know. Share your insecurities with the one you love. You will be surprised and reassured by their reaction. Love is all around you. Yeah. So what I'm feeling here is vulnerability. Okay. You need to open up. You need to share how you're feeling. You're not the only person who's going through this. You know, you can speak to your friends, or if you've got a partner or people you trust, you know, just talk to them. Like, open up, really step into this emotional state of being and trust that you're worthy just as much as anyone else. And yeah, just like, you know, really step into that king energy. Own your stuff, you know, the good and the bad. Like, let's get this ball moving. Let's get this harvest in like full swing so you can be at that complete, like, hard work has paid off. All right. But yeah, like I said, I'm feeling vulnerability is the word here. So the heart's like, look, we've just got some shit to work out, but you don't have to do it alone. Okay. That's what I'm getting here. Don't do it alone. Talk to your guides, talk to your higher self, talk to friends and family, talk to your partners, and just express the honest truth. If you're feeling down, you're feeling down. If you're feeling scared, you're feeling scared. The sooner you can just acknowledge these emotions, the quicker they'll pass, okay? So, yeah, that's what I'm getting for the masculines this week. Be brave, masculines, is the final kind of going out there. And as I said, if you want your own reading or if you need some healing work done, please call me. Contact me and we can arrange sessions to just clear this heart out, okay? You don't need to carry all this burden alone. Just open up and speak your truth. All right, I'm going to leave that one there for you, masculines. Thanks for tuning in.